everybody. Welcome back to Parker's Farm. Like and subscribe, fantastic. Like and subscribe. If you'd like to catch up with our first podcast, I highly recommend it. We're going to talk about and cover a few things today. If you'd like to have a look at some of our clips, you can look onto YouTube or Instagram. That would be fabulous. Okay, thanks. We're here with the dogs now, and I'm going to introduce you because they seem to be made themselves quite comfortable where I am. So this is Snowball. Say hello, Snowball. Snowball. All right. Want to say something? Say something? No? Snowball is a miniature dachshund, and this little one is. This is Frosty. Say hello, Frosty. It's like, no thanks, I'm sleeping. Frosty loves to chase our steer up and down the fence as often as possible, and she would love to get in there with him, and she has done that once, and that was a little disastrous. She'd never done that before, and the cow had never had a dog chase her before. So it was it was hectic. Anyway, things worked out just fine on that occasion. She's never got me able to get in there since. And Snowball, well, he's a fantastic little snake finder and toad finder. Just not very good for his owners. Costs a lot of money, get these things sorted. So, yeah, there's our dogs. So we're going to move on, and we're going to talk about the rain that we've had out here in beautiful Queensland, in Australia. And it's been a long time coming. It's been very dry for this time of year. This is when we're supposed to get tons and tons and tons and tons of rain, fill all our tanks, make everything grow, feed our animals, our large animals, throughout winter, thus then only having to feed them for a small amount of time in spring for rain again. But it's been quite dry, a lot drier than normal, and we do have a bit of rain. So we're very thankful for that, and it's filled our tanks up. It's maybe gone under the ground a little bit, but we're hoping maybe touch more than what we are hoping for. But anyway, so moving on from that. One night, I was asleep, and I heard the dog barking far away, thinking it was fine, had nothing to do with anything close by. So I fell asleep again, then heard the same dog still barking, and thought, sounds a bit closer this time. So I thought I'd better get up and just investigate. We've had a dog that's run up and down inside another property that's behind us, up and down the fence line, harassing dear old Louie, our beautiful steer, but couldn't get inside the paddock, which was fantastic. But anyway, I went out in my jammies. It's like 2:00 at night, in the morning, and ventured out there in the dark, and it was a pretty full moon, so I could see what was going on. And there was 2 dogs at Louie's feet, giving him a hard time. So obviously I yelled out, screamed out, saying, "Get out, off you go." And they raced off. Lou looked at me going, "Oh my God, Mum, come and help me." But luckily, the 2 dogs took off and went through the same hole that they got in through. And the following day, I went and checked on the boy, and he was limping, so that wasn't a very good thing. Thinking, oh no, he's busted something up, but he was still moving around on it. But he was just moving around very carefully, and he was sort of hobbling. So the following night, hoping that he'd be all right and that the dogs wouldn't come back, the same thing happened all over again. Heard noise, heard the dogs again. Went out there, same problem. And the steer he was already injured from the last night before. This was so concerning for me. Couldn't sleep. I got back, got rid of them. They took off again. Sort of was drifting in and out of sleep, worrying about him. And they didn't come back, thank God. And then the following day, got Louis into the second paddock, closed him off, dog-proofed it. Have a little bit of footage of the dog-proofing that I did, which we'll probably put up for you, if you like. And I let people know that I knew who owned the dogs. I let them know that this had happened, and that hopefully his leg would heal. It's a costly situation if my boy had to get his leg fixed up, if they were able to even fix it. So they ended up keeping their dogs in. So I sorted that situation out, and I'm happy to say that Louis' leg is 100% better. He was sort of quarantined into a smaller pen and made sure that he got fed with some feed that I got from the farmers out here, and so he didn't have to walk around so much on that one foot. But that's all healed now, and my boy's up and going, and the people that own the dogs have kept their beautiful dogs in at night time now, which is sort of the situation out. So we were able to come to a wonderful a way of sorting, making sure that we didn't harass any more of the animals around our area. So, and we've had other things that have happened since then as well. We're going to touch base with the snakes. We've had a couple of pythons come through, trying to get a good feed up over the last week to get themselves ready for the cold weather, and they're hoping that they would get some yummy feeds with a big belly full of chicken. But I'm happy to say that I'm able to catch these little fellas, a girl and a boy, I think, in the act. So we will put this up in the corner for you and show you what we did about that. We had to, again, move them from the property, and we moved the female, which we've always had. I'm very happy to have back. We moved her so she wouldn't come back for a couple of weeks again, and then the following night, thinking that we'd sorted that out, thinking we only had the one python on the property, then realised that actually no, we have another python, which we're assuming it's a boy, and we ended up having to move him as well. We'll put footage up on the screen for that as well. That was fun. He was a bit of a bugger to catch. He was fast, and it took us a bit longer, but we did get him without being hurt. We made sure he got into the bucket, and then we shifted him a little bit further away. We actually got into the car and took him at least a kilometre down the road, so that by the time he got back, it would be definitely winter. If he finds his way back, good on him. But if not, then that's just the way it goes. As long as he's healthy and safe, and he gets on with his life. So we saved our chickens from those, and then the following night, when I was putting the chickens into bed, I happened to see a lovely little baby python It was very cute. But knowing now, instead of only having 2 pythons, we've probably got a whole family of them living close by. We didn't touch that one. We did film it, and we'll put that up, or took a couple of photographs, so we'll put that up for you. We didn't touch that little one. You can see that probably a little mouse inside of him, or her. And she's very tiny, so she couldn't do any damage, and she won't do any damage when it comes to eating any of our chickens or ducks for at least 12 months, I'd reckon, or 2 years. So she gets a bit of growth on her. I'll worry about that when it comes to it. We'd got some beautiful, beautiful grown ducklings now. Like if you go back into our first podcast, you'll see that we had babies, and the babies have become nearly fully grown. Probably in the next, I'd say probably next 4 weeks, they'll be fully grown, got all their feathers, and they're hardy and strong and beautiful. I think we got 2 boys and 3 girls, so we've ended up having at least 12 ducks now, which is just amazing and fantastic. And we'll put some footage up for that up in the corner. You will see. Yeah, so with an update, it's all going well. As I said, it's been fantastic. We've had a few things happen, but that's just normal out here on the farm. Snowball's here with me with my knees sticking up in the air. Sorry about that. And we'll catch you next time. All right, take care.